article that came out on CNBC August 29th, 2018. Worldwide gun deaths reach 250,000 yearly. U.S. ranks high. I'm not surprised. There's a lot of homicides and suicides in this country by gun, and it's always been high. In 2016, 64% of global gun deaths were homicides, 27% were suicides, and 9% were accidental. Gun deaths in the U.S. climbed from 35,800 in 1990 to 37,200 in 2016, but the rate dipped slightly to 11 per 100,000. Gun deaths outnumbered deaths from combat and terrorism every year except 1994, when 800,000 people died in Rwanda genocide. Gun deaths worldwide total about 250,000 yearly, and the United States is among just 6 countries that make up half of those fatalities, a study found. The results from one of the most comprehensive analyses of firearm deaths reveal a major public health problem for humanity. According to an editorial published with the study Tuesday in the Journal of the American Medical Association, although recent headlines make it seem like gun killings are surging globally, the new figures tell a more nuanced story. Researchers counted about 209,000 gun deaths in 1990 compared to 251,000 in 2016. The average rate, about 4 per 100,000 people, was mostly unchanged. 2/3 of the deaths in 2016 were homicides, although the U.S. is among wealthy countries where suicides by gun outnumber gun killings, the study found. See, ladies and gentlemen, I actually knew that. This is why when they come with that black on black crime, I disregard everything they're saying. Number one, there are more people dying on opioids than black on black crime. There are more people dying by suicide than black on black crime. So that argument is just total garbage. Don't ever listen to it at all. It's complete bullshit. So now let's get back into the article. The numbers reflect more than how many guns are around in a country, said lead author Dr. Christopher Murray, a professor of health metrics at the University of Washington. Cultural beliefs about guns and suicides vary widely around the world, he noted, adding, that's where we get this incredible range of firearm deaths. There were larger increases in many of the 195 countries involved in the study, particularly in Central American and South America, where the rates reach nearly 40 per 100,000 in some places. Researchers said that drug trade and economic instability may have contributed. Brazil, Colombia, Guatemala, Mexico, and Venezuela are the countries that, with the United States, contributed to half the study deaths. The study raises concern about the lack of research on cause of gun violence and ways to prevent it, the editorial said. Among the findings, in 2016, 64% of global gun deaths were homicides, 27% were suicides, and 9% were accidental. Gun deaths in the U.S. climbed from 35,800 in 1990 to 37,200 in 2016. But the rate dipped slightly to 11 per 100,000. Gun suicides increased from 19,700 to 23,800. The U.S. had the second highest gun suicide rate in 2016, just over 6 deaths per 100,000, a slight dip from the 1990 rate. Greenland had the highest 22 per 100,000, but that amounted to just 11 suicides. El Salvador had the highest global gun death rate, nearly 40 per 100,000 people. Singapore had the lowest with 0.1 deaths per 100,000 people. Gun deaths outnumber deaths from combat and terrorism every year except 1994, when 800,000 people died in Rwanda. Okay. You know, it's amazing how it's always these Western nations that struggle with gun homicides and suicides. And it's always been this way, ladies and gentlemen. It's been this way for many centuries in this country. And it won't change. Don't expect any changes. But please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.